It's a thought, isn't it? Yeah. We all think about falling in a rabbit hole and the stories that are. Yeah. What about coming out of a rabbit hole? They forget about that bit, don't they? Well, as I come out of this rabbit hole, I look what's going on. We're all getting fashionably into face masks with a huge debate whether they work or not. And I think we're running on this fashionably getting into it thing a bit quicker than we should. We could save one person's life, then it's all been worth it, ain't it? It's all been worth it. Yeah? Let's think of this though. People are actually terrified, right? Just take away the joke for a bit. People are terrified of this event that's going on. Now, as I come out of this rabbit hole, you start seeing all of this and the fear. I walk around the streets and people are just scared of everybody, apart from a few. Now, the younger generations who've been feared off school, they've got a good underlining type of nailing to fear, reference COVID, haven't they? Got a whole chunk out of their education. They'll never forget that, will they? Because they've still always got to catch up to remember what they should have done when they're back at school, but they're not. So they've got a right good, the generations below us, whether we get it or not, have had a right good nailing. I've been off school, call it a whole year. Might as well be. Yeah? Now they're going to grow up with even more fear than what you lot with these things stuck to our faces on a 50-50 hit. Right? Than what we are. Now you all think that's alright because it's just things stuck to your face. Now, yeah, we've got a year and a half or whatever, or a year, whenever they get this vaccine, supposedly vaccine thing. Yeah? Now you put that in the multiples and non-multiples of breeding, let's say. Yeah? Depopularizing the country down the line. Because there's going to be no romances or much. No touchy-feelies. No, everything's going to be sterilized. It's going to be a sterilized, stale society. Now, the chunks that are missing, in my view, will be romance, boy and girl, basically the British people having children. So in 20 years' time plus, yeah, by the time fear has got back into bed with itself on the opposite sex, all these people here with face masks on their face and all that just go along with it. Not knocking people because, I mean, what do people do? You can say that either do or you don't. Yeah? But what I'm saying is, we are teaching ourselves to not be together. Now, we're all right because everybody's in a relationship, or if they're not, it's the way it is at the moment. But the generations below, will they have as many children and so on and so on? So by the time these people, what I'm saying is, are in their old age, there'll be nobody to look after them bar probably stupid machines, yeah, a remote control in their hand or something stuck to their arse, so every time they move, something comes in and helps them. Because there won't be enough people. Because nobody wants to get to nobody anymore. They're scared of even touching each other. Yeah? So the generations below, and even the ones today, if you're single today and you want to go out and try and get, what are you going to do? Show them a vaccine card? Yeah? All you have to do is get a Durex out, a vaccine card out, your passport, your mobile phone picture, proof, signature, the whole caboodle. Otherwise you get COVID cock or COVID clitoris fall off or whatever you want to bloody call it, because you're all fearing yourself into non-breeding. Yeah, you're outbreeding yourselves through fear, in my point of view, and you're visually teaching each other to keep away from each other, and you're going to keep that fear, and you're not going to get enough bridges in time, probably for kids to look after you lot. So you're going to, like I say, you're going to have blinking robots and bringing in cups of tea, wobbling out on 4 little wheels and pissing off back out again. Yeah, keeping occupied by some sort of tablet. One tablet that blinking, keeps you monged out, and the other tablet that you got stuck to your face via some sort of headgear that entertains you while you've got some sort of incontinent piss pot under your ass. And that is it. You won't probably see people because you're not going to be breeding, are they? The depopulation is going on, and we're doing it with driving and putting fear in front of ourselves, away from romance, touchy-feely, love, the lot. It's a big, big, big sadistic bondage thing going on to the human race at the moment. Yeah? And that's the people in charge of the system. The ones behind the governments. Yeah? They're just pawns. See what they're doing? It's even been explained to you as well. In a wedding, in someone's wedding, they actually said to you, they're going to harness love for the power and to be in control of the power of love. All right, that's what they want to do. And the way to do it, it's just like a horse. You got to break the horse, yeah, to then inject the control and power of what they believe is harnessing love. Yeah, so you break the touchy-feely, you break the human senses so that they cannot be together as like they were prior. And that's the slow breakdown. So you break down what was and then reintroduce in their way, under their control, probably via your TV and your media and your internet and all this sort of stuff. Basically, yeah, if you want to understand how to get a partner, you've got to ask the computer rather than just do what we did naturally. Yeah? They're pissing about with your senses to break down your connections to your love so they can reintroduce their control love. Yeah? They want to harness and be in control of the power of love. Now, I don't believe they've harnessed it all, right? For a fact. So all they're doing is going to harness it and break you as much as they can to get you sucked away from your normality into their new agenda of their freedom of love. And believe you me, behind all that, there is lots and lots of untold, hidden agendas, because they're blagging the lot of you. They are storybooking you, blagging you, lying to you, so they can control you. And in that harnessing love, by the way, what you used to have was natural. You're all going to start having to pay for it. Otherwise, people won't be interested, or you will not be classed as clear enough to be going out with anybody. So be left on your own.